Eggs au croissant. Slice hard-boiled eggs on a bed of watercress, sprinkle with salt and pepper, and garnish with shredded anchovies. Serve with red mayonnaise. Salad and eggs and lighter fare. Tune the Italian sparks guitar. Matthew Pryor. Egg lily salad. Drop hard-boiled eggs into cold water after taking them out of the shells, and cut narrow strips from the small end very nearly to the large end of the whites. Rub up each yolk with a teaspoonful of butter, 1 of vinegar, 1 each of mustard and salt and pepper. Form into balls and put back into the whites. Serve in molds of spinach or on lettuce leaves with mayonnaise. Eggplant salad. Take a cold, well-boiled eggplant, cut in small dice, and season with salt, lemon juice, and a little oil. Serve on lettuce leaves. Endive salad. Carefully pick over crisp endive, sprinkle with salt and pepper, and add a green pepper sliced thin. Over all, pour vinegar to taste. When ready to serve the salad, take 2 slices of bacon and cut in small bits. Fry until crisp, brown, and pour over the salad, stirring it all together. Let hunger move thy appetite, and not savory sauces. Baby's Book. English salad. Beat the yolks of raw eggs according to the quantity of salad required. Add a little salt and mustard. Chop onions or leeks fine. Add oil and vinegar, and beat all into a thick sauce. Shred lettuce, green mustard leaves, cress, and young radishes. Arrange lightly in a bowl with the sauce under it. Do not stir until ready to send to the table. Garnish with thin slices of beet cut in fancy shapes. Farmer salad. Soak half a tablespoonful of gelatin in a tablespoonful and a half of cold water, and dissolve in 3/4 of a cup of hot chicken liquor. Strain over 1 cup of chopped ham and stir until the mixture begins to thicken. Fold in 1 cup of thick cream beaten stiff. Add a pinch of paprika and salt, if needed. Mold in a border mold, and when set, turn from the mold. Fill in the center with lettuce arranged like a cup, and fill the cup with mayonnaise. Fish salad. Boil tender a small whitefish, trout, or pike. Chop fine, add same quantity of chopped celery. Moisten with 3 teaspoonfuls of melted butter, 1 of olive oil, 1 teaspoonful of mustard, 2 of pepper, and 1 of salt, 2 of sugar, 5 of cream, and enough vinegar to make the right consistency. Garnish with celery tops. A cheap and wholesome salad from the brook. Cowper. Frank's Bachelor Salad. Cover individual salad plates with white curly lettuce leaves. Select large ripe tomatoes, peel, and cut in slices 1 inch thick. Place 1 slice on each salad plate. Peel and cut in quarters 1 orange and 1 ripe pear. Cut the quarters in lengthwise slices and place on the tomato. In the center, set a tiny heart leaf of lettuce and place a small watermelon ball in it. Pour over French dressing. French endive salad. Wash the endive thoroughly and let it stand in ice-cold water for an hour. Pour over French dressing made red with paprika. Fruit salad. Cut a juicy orange into thick slices. Cut it again into quarters, arrange on lettuce leaves or chicory, and cover with French dressing. Grapefruit salad may be made in the same way. Fruit salad number 2. Peel and seed 2 grapefruit, 2 apples, and 1 bunch of white grapes. Peel 2 bananas and cut in small pieces. adding 1/2 cupful of chopped nuts, and mix all together. Pour off a little of the juice and add French dressing. Set aside to get very cold before serving. He's keeping a corner for something that's nice. Goldsmith. Fruit salad number 3. Pare and core 6 apples and chop them fine. Peel and slice 4 bananas. Peel and seed 6 oranges and remove all the inner skins. Mix the fruits well with 2 tablespoonfuls of powdered sugar and pour over French dressing. Serve on lettuce leaves. Fruit salad, Alice. Slice various kinds of fruit, such as bananas, oranges, grapefruit, apples, peaches, and pineapple. Put in alternate layers in deep glass dish or salad bowl. Sprinkle each layer with powdered sugar, a little sherry, and half as much plain syrup. When all the fruit is in, place on ice for 2 hours. Just before serving, pour over the surface a wine glass of maraschino and decorate with maraschino cherries. Fruit salad served in apple shells. Take good-looking apples, green, yellow, or red, of medium size. Cut off a good piece from the top of each and remove the meat of the apple, leaving a shell. Chop together the apple hearts, pineapple, grapefruit, and cherries in equal parts, and add a little lemon juice. Sweeten all with powdered sugar and place in the shells of apples. The same salad may be served in orange shells. Other fruit in season and a little grated coconut may be used. Socrates brought philosophy from the clouds, but the Englishmen have dragged her into the kitchen. Hegel. German salad. Use equal parts of pickled red cabbage and sauerkraut, a few pickled onions, a little grated horseradish, some chopped onions, pickles and capers, sliced frankfurters, all mixed together and seasoned with Rhine wine. Stir together with French dressing. German apple cup. Select fine-grained apples, 1 for each person. Core and scoop out the center. Cut heart stalks of celery very fine, but do not chop it. Mix celery with mayonnaise dressing, to which half the bulk of whipped cream has been added. Add also more salt and pepper. Cut center of the apples in small pieces and mix with celery. Use this mixture to fill the hollow center of the apples, rounding it up above the apple a little. In the center of the mixture in each apple, set a tiny heart leaf of lettuce. Apples pared and cut to represent birds may be used in garnishing, using raisins for eye and nose. Grape salad. Skin and seed white grapes. Stuff them with nut kernels. Arrange on white curly lettuce leaves or watercress. Cover with French dressing made with lemon juice. Now and then your men of wit will condescend to take a bit. Swift. Grapefruit salad. Cut the fruit crosswise and pick out the pulp. Line the salad dish with white, crisp leaves of head lettuce. Put in alternate layers of grapefruit and chopped English walnuts until the dish is full. Pour over French dressing and serve cold. Grapefruit en surprise. Fill the outer bowl of a double oyster cocktail glass with fine cracked ice. Insert the smaller cup to chill. Cut a grapefruit crosswise and remove all the bitter membrane. Put it into the inner cup and pour over French dressing made with lemon juice. Garnish with sprigs of parsley and tie a ribbon the color of your table decorations around the stem of each glass before serving. Green pepper salad. Boil green peppers until done and let them become very cold. Cut them into thin shreds and pour over French dressing. Green pepper and potato salad. Chop 4 baked potatoes and 1 Spanish onion very fine. Slice 1 green pepper across so that it makes large rings on lettuce leaves. Fill them with the potatoes and onions. Heap red mayonnaise on top of each, and serve. My salad days, when I was green in judgment. Antony and Cleopatra. Ham salad. Chop 1 pound of cold-boiled ham. 1 cold baked potato very fine. And lay on a platter garnished with head lettuce. Pour over French dressing and garnish with sprigs of parsley. Herring salad. 3 salt herring, 2 cupfuls of beets, 2 apples, 1 salt pickle, 2 cupfuls of boiled beef, 2 1/2 cupfuls of potatoes, 4 tablespoonfuls of vinegar, and a little white pepper. Soak the herring in water for 24 hours. Clean well, removing the skin and bones. Dry in towels and cut in cubes. Also cut in cubes the pickle, peeled apples, meat, beets, and potatoes. Mix all together and add vinegar, sugar, and pepper. Pack firmly in mound-on platter, covered with lettuce leaves, and garnish with hard-boiled eggs cut in quarters and arranged horizontally around base of mold. He that can live upon love deserves to die in a ditch. Congreve. Herring salad No. 2. 2 herrings minced fine, 1 cupful boiled beet, 1 onion, 1 large dill pickle, 1 sour apple, 2 hard-boiled eggs, 2 cold-boiled potatoes, and a half cupful of cold meat, all chopped fine. Mix well with the herring, moisten with sauce made of good stock, vinegar, mustard, and pepper. Let stand overnight, stir once more thoroughly, and see that all is juicy. Pack tightly on platter and garnish in concentric rings with chopped parsley in the center. Chopped white of egg around the parsley, chopped yolks of eggs around the whites, and chopped beets around the yolks. This makes an attractive dish. Hickory nut salad. Skin and seed 1 pound of grapes. Mix and form into balls 1 cupful of hickory nuts and a ½ pound of cottage cheese. Lay them on platter garnished with lettuce and surround with grapes. Mix the juice of the grapes with fruit dressing, using the juice of only 1 lemon if the grapes are sour. Homer never entertained either guests or hosts with long speeches until the mouth of hunger be stopped. Sir Philip Sidney. Mrs. Hulse's favorite salad. Rub the salad bowl with garlic and line with crisp lettuce leaves. Take large green peppers, remove the seeds, and let stand in cold water for an hour. Fill them with Neufchâtel cheese, thin to the right consistency with sweet cream, and cut in slices. Put in salad dish with alternate layers of sliced pineapple. Pour over French dressing made with lemon juice, and serve very cold. Ideal salad. Soak 1/2 package of gelatin in cold water 10 minutes. Add 1 pint of boiling water, 1/2 cupful of vinegar, the juice of 1 lemon, 1/2 cupful of sugar, and 1 teaspoonful of salt. Strain and let cool until it starts to set. Add 2 cupfuls of chopped celery, 1 cupful of cabbage, and 1/4 of a can of sweet red peppers cut fine. Turn into border mold to harden. Make a cup in the center with lettuce leaves and fill with mayonnaise dressing. Serve very cold. This salad is a delightful accompaniment to any meat course. It is also practical, for it can be kept a week before serving. This quantity will serve 20 people. Back to the world he'd turned his fleeting soul and plunged his fingers in the salad bowl. Sidney Smith. Italian salad. Take 3 cups of cooked green peas, 3 tablespoonfuls of cooked carrots, 3 tablespoonfuls of diced cooked turnips, and 3 tablespoonfuls of cooked string beans, all mixed together. Into a French dressing, mix some chopped gherkins, olives, and chives. Moisten the vegetables with this mixture and garnish with pickled beets, cut in fancy shapes. Italian salad number 2. Cut half a pound of roast veal and half a pound of boiled potatoes into small cubes. Add half a pound each of chopped beets and gherkins, and 1 tablespoonful of capers. Mix well and season. Put in a bowl lined with crisp lettuce leaves. Pour mayonnaise over and garnish with chopped olives, thin slices of smoked sausage, and slices of lemon. Japan radish salad. Wash and scrape off the outside of 3 Japan radishes and slice them very thin. Line the salad dish with lettuce leaves and lay on the radishes. Pour over French dressing. Will't please you, taste of what is here. Shakespeare. Jellied chicken salad. Clean and cut up 1 chicken and put it on to boil slowly with 1 onion. Soak 1/4 of a box gelatin for 10 minutes. Cook the chicken until the meat is ready to fall from the bones. Add salt and pepper to taste. Remove the chicken and boil the stock down to 1/2. Strain and remove all the fat. Remove all the skin and bones from the chicken. Add the gelatin to the stock, stirring until it is dissolved. Mix in the chicken and pour into individual molds to harden. Serve on lettuce leaves and place a large spoonful of mayonnaise dressing on each mold. Jellied chicken and celery salad. Make the chicken jelly and set it in a border mold. Chop 3 bunches of celery and mix with 1 can of asparagus tips. When the jelly is cold, set on a platter and heap the celery and asparagus in the center. Slice 4 hard-boiled eggs and lay around the jelly in little piles, alternating with mayonnaise dressing. This is also nice made with fruit jelly with fruit in center, omitting the egg and using French dressing made with lemon instead of the mayonnaise. The fate of nations depends upon how they are fed. Briat Savarin. Jellied egg salad. Slice 12 hard-boiled eggs and line a mold with them, pouring in sufficient chicken jelly to fill the mold. When it begins to thicken, stir gently so as to mix the eggs with the jelly. When cold, place on a platter and heap mayonnaise dressing around the jelly. Garnish with parsley. Jellied fruit salad. Soak half a package of gelatin in cold water 10 minutes. Wash and hull 1 box of strawberries and 1 box of blackberries and drain off all the water. Peel and seed 2 oranges, removing all the inner skin. Drain off all the juice and add 1 cupful of boiling water. Dissolve the gelatin in the hot water and orange juice and set on the ice to cool. When it begins to thicken, mix in carefully the fruits so as not to crush them, and set back on the ice. When stiff, set the jelly on a slab of ice and serve immediately. Serve with fruit dressing. A good digestion to you all, and once more I shower a welcome on you. Henry VIII. Jellied tomato salad. Soak half a box of gelatin in a cupful of cold water for 10 minutes. Run 2 quart cans of tomatoes through a fine strainer, using all but the seeds. Heat the tomato liquid, adding gelatin, and season with salt, pepper, and sugar. Place a layer of this in a mold, allowing it to congeal partly. Add a layer of chopped celery, another of the jelly, Next a layer of peas, one more of jelly, another of stuffed olives, and lastly the remaining jelly. Set on ice to harden. Serve with mayonnaise dressing on lettuce leaves and garnish with concentric rings of yolks and whites of eggs chopped fine. Jellied tomato and cucumbers. Make the tomato jelly as above and set in individual molds. Chop 4 large cucumbers rather fine and mix with 4 tablespoonfuls of French dressing. Place the jelly on a platter when hard and surround each mold with cucumbers. Place mayonnaise dressing on the top of each mold. A dish that I do love to feed upon, the taming of the shrew. Jellied veal salad. Wash and cut 1 veal knuckle into pieces. Put into 2 quarts of cold water and let simmer for 2 hours. Then add 10 whole cloves, 1 bay leaf, 1 large sliced onion, and half a teaspoonful of allspice. Simmer for another hour. Remove the knuckle and boil down the liquid to 1/2. Remove the skin and the bones from the meat, place in a mold, and pour over the liquid. Salt and pepper to taste, and set on ice to cool. When hard, place on platter garnished with lettuce leaves. Pour over hollandaise sauce and serve. Kentucky salad. Take several heads of crisp white lettuce, remove the hearts and spread the heads flat. Chop equal parts of white cabbage and green peppers and lay on the lettuce. Pour over bacon dressing. Kohlrabi salad. Peel and cut in 2 and slice thin the young kohlrabi. Parboil in salt water. Pour off and stew in plain water for 25 minutes. Drain and let cool. Serve on lettuce leaves with red mayonnaise. My soul tasted that heavenly food which gives new appetite. Dante.